Ba-bum. Good evening and welcome to United Real Therapy, people. How we doing, people? How we doing? Comedy FC. Here we go, here we go. Comedy FC. Big up, Tom. How we doing, guys? This is a calling show.
Big up, everyone.
Those of you who want to come and have your say, have your say. Big up Logan, Giddyfc at the wheel. And how good does it feel? Exactly. There we go. Comedy FC, here we go. That's it. You know what it is. Tom, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, no problem.
Can't hear Tom. Don't know what's going on. But I can't hear Tom. Let's just bring this brother. Yes, brother, can you hear me? Yeah, man. Tom, can you hear me, Tom? Yes.
What's going on, Uncle Nuruddin?
Talk to me. Listen, let me just send the benchmarks, right? Let me just do the proper intro. We got everybody. We got Arun as well. Listen, my internet's moving like Neil Ashton, so excuse that, people. Viewers, excuse that. My internet is moving like Man United's midfield. Always. So, big up to every one of you, first of all, for joining us. I know it's late and it's a
moving like Aaron Bissaka, mate.
Exactly, moving like one biscuit Basaka, mate. Chick-fil-A, mate. That's what he likes. Chick-fil-A, isn't it? That's what he's on. Big up, Tom.
Yeah, big up.
Set the scene. Let me set this. Let me land. Manchester United fans are absolutely on giddy overdrive as we're saying that there is a deal on the table with Erik ten Hag. Now, what I'm trying to say is that Giddyfc, there ain't no one person that can come and fix this with a magic wand. We need a whole hella team behind him. We need a whole set of the structure, and we need the improvements on that structure. And I think as it stands at this moment in time, currently, Ten Hag ain't winning big trophies. But what he will do within 3 to 4 months, we will see. We will see the end of low block FC. That's what we will see. So anyway, Tom, Arun, welcome. Mr. Strella, welcome, brother. Long time no see.
Trust me.
Listen, I want your point of view. What you thinking? What your views is? Are you getting Giddy? Are you part of the Giddyfc army or what?
Well, Nuruddin, you know, man, you're my long lost dad, man. We got the same views. We both know. I've gone on Saeed's channel already. Spoke to him yesterday, or like 2 days ago. I don't get giddy in it. I see what it is for what it is, innit? Like most of the players that haven't been good all season, they haven't been good for the last 3 years. Maguire's 29, Fred's 29, and Wan-Bissaka is supposedly a right winger in his younger days, but as soon as he goes past halfway line, it's worse than your internet. We got Mourinho, who said finishing second with this team was the best accomplishment of his career. You see Luke Shaw had defended him for the longest, but mate, if you can only produce one season out of probably like 10 years of your career, it's clearly evident that it's there. Varane, Real Madrid let you go willingly, but we've been linked with a 29, 30-year-old Ramos numerous occasions, and they did everything to keep him there, but they let a 28-year-old, someone that's supposed to be in their prime, just go to a big club. Like, there's so many issues in that club, yeah? They think one person's going to fix this. Like, this is also the problem with United fans, yeah? Like I said this all the time, too reactionary. They think getting Sancho's going to fix the thing. Getting Ronaldo's going to fix the thing. Oh, we got the hair to stay.
Fix it.
Yeah,
Fix
it's
it,
like,
FC, bro.
I told Saeed, yeah, obviously, I don't know what country you guys are from, but I'm from Nigeria and France, innit? When I go back to Nigeria, yeah, you have these massive buildings that look nice, the nice hotels. But to keep it like up to date, yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to paint it, put some nice infrastructure to make it look nice. Nigerians will say, fuck that, man. No. Just slap on some paint. Forget about the mold and the cracks, man. Let's just paint over it. As long as it's still generating what it needs to generate, yeah, it's good. And I'm thinking that, do you not see what's going on with this club? I'm not saying Ferguson is not the greatest manager of all time. Yeah, cool. But why are you listening to someone who was successful more than 20 years ago?
I actually think the media overblows that dragging talent into it. I think.
I don't. Do you know why, Nuruddin? Because this guy is an influential voice, and I'm not even from Manny. I've been there a couple of times, and I already know like the way people see this guy. If he come out and says one thing, just one thing, yeah, the way everyone would spin the coop on these Glazers, they forget about protesting. They would have to sell the club that day. The fact that he hasn't said nothing, for me, is hella sus, and it's like, Yeah, okay, let me not say nothing about
To
him.
be fair, you know what he's done? He's done the fighting and battling. You know, he nearly died. He nearly cost his life. You know what I mean? He nearly died.
Yeah, so just step away. Just step away. Just step away.
It's just they like to pan the camera to him. They always like to pan the
Isn't it
camera.
ambassador for
Yeah.
the club? That's what
It's
it is.
an ambassadorial role with zero influence, zero power. So
Can I ask you lot? Yeah, in the chat. Yeah, when Ragnick got appointed, yeah, what did you lot think?
What did I think? I was warning.
No, really, not you, because I know me and you were the same. What did you two lot think?
Tom, you want to go first?
Yeah, fair enough. I was optimistic to the fact of.
Tom, how are you? First of all, Tom, how are you? You back from Barcelona? Still in sunny Spain?
Still here for another 2 days.
There we go.
Nice.
Barcelona. What you want again? What's your drink of choice, Tom?
No, I'm having something light tonight, Norris. I'm not
Something light tonight. He's on the water tonight. Go ahead, Tom. Answer the question.
No, but with Ralph, I was optimistic because he's an intelligent person in football who he knows how football clubs work. So he was either going to come in and tell them how to do the jobs, or he was going to expose them all. And he's done the latter at the end of the day. Same with Ronaldo. Came to the football club when we had all the glory days and everything, with winning trophies and everything. Come back, completely exposed. The expectations had dropped massively. We all knew this as fans, but it just proved it to everybody, really, if it needed to be proved anymore. Same with Ralph. I mean, the intelligence that he has and everything, and I don't buy any of this BS about being a consultant or anything like that. He'll work 4 days in an office drinking coffee. That's all he'll end up doing probably at the end of the day. He won't have anything on footballing decisions, because if that were the case, they'd have kicked somebody out in a directorship role and given it head of development on sport, or I don't know, director of football, technical advisor or whatever. They'd have given him a role, a proper role, not a consultant. A consultant's somebody who just I think you should do this. Well, you've got 14 other people that are on a board. But what if we don't care what you think at the end of the day? That's what I think anyway. But go on, Arun. Say what you were going to say. Say your piece.
No, it's an interesting question, because I was really optimistic in the sense that at least a defensive shape and not pressing, to be honest, because I knew these players are not good enough in terms of work ethic wise. We knew that already for the past 3-4 years. But I was happy that at least we'll play with some patterns, some shape, and eventually this manager will go on and help the next manager. And I was very content. I was very at peace with that. I was very happy with that. But the way that you were saying, the way we discussed 3-4 days a month, man, it's a bit. Then why did you appointed Ralph Ragnick then?
I can't lie, you guys. Yeah, from what I've listened to you too. Yeah, forget all about the all of this 4 days a week in the office. As respectfully as possible, you lot are deluded. If you lot thought a 65-year-old or however old he was, yeah, because he's a motivational speaker, was gonna come into United and do anything. Like, we're the same club that went to go buy Alexis Sanchez because Man City wanted him. City all were linked with Maguire. We went to go and splank £80 million on him. If this club was serious about change, I'm not saying he would have come, but you didn't try. Throw the peas at Zidane. If you really wanted to make change, there was managers available. Get Conte.
But these managers, though, at this point in time now, let's be honest, right? Why do these managers want to come to a broken club? This is the problem.
Okay,
you can't just go to Spain. You can't just go to Spain. You can't. No. Well, he must see something. He must think. Oh, I have the answers to all these.
So why can't these managers?
These players have been here with how many managers now? Three,
no,
4?
not the players. Not the players. I'm saying you just said in your own mouth. Why are these managers gonna want to come? Why does Ten Hag want to come here?
He must see something. I don't know. I'm not in his brain. I don't know.
Why can't Conte see something?
Well, they didn't want Conte in the end, did they?
No, we didn't
because of the way that he plays, and he'll fall out with the board.
That's a lie, because they hired Mourinho and they knew the way he played. So that's complete bull. That's BS.
No.
Yeah. But why Conte's just going to come in and expose them all? This is the problem.
Do you know what actually happened?
But to be fair, you know what, Estelle? I think Ranieri has exposed them.
I do.
He hasn't. This is what I'm talking about. No, he has. If Ronaldo was not there, he would be thrown under the bus. Look, watch this year. Let me tell you, I don't want to get high rate, yeah? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was there for 2 and a bit years or whatnot, yeah? Even after when we've been embarrassed differently by different clubs, yeah? Not a single pundit on TV questioned this guy's tactics. The moment Ragnick steps in, and we get like maybe a one beating or something like that, it's all the manager's fault. The only reason he didn't get thrown under the bus was because of Ronaldo. The main reason is because of that's the only reason why he came.
Why Ronaldo?
Because he has higher expectations. The moment he came into that club, it's easier to throw a manager who this is the first big job that he's ever had in his career. To throw him under the bus. It's easier for him to take the blame. So them players would have got away with it. It's harder to take a born winner, United, arguably legend as well. I would say,
not arguably.
The guys won every single there is thing to in football above a World Cup. It's harder to put all the blame on him because at some point it's like everywhere he's gone, he's been successful. The moment he comes back they're unsuccessful. So the blame has to now start looking at other places. It can't just be the manager.
Oh, it's not the manager. Nobody's blaming the manager. It's the players. It's the players at the end of the day.
People have only come to this conclusion right now that it's the players. It's been the players since Mourinho was there. I'll be honest. His play style is rubbish. No problem at all. But he wanted to get rid of Martial. They didn't let him. He wanted to get rid of Luke Shaw. Didn't let him. Wanted to get rid of Pogba. Didn't let him. Like everyone said he's toxic, and it's like all these players turned against him. Like, same thing would have happened to Ragnick.
You know what? The man lived in a hotel, bro. Let me just educate you a little bit about it. He lived in a hotel. The man wanted to collect money. Soon as Woodward, he got on Woodward, bullied Woodward, said to him, my son likes to go into Paris Saint-Germain, likes going to the Eurotunnel to go and watch Paris play. It's a nice city. Straight away, those woolies, Woodward, panic. They give him a couple of more years. The man still lived in a hotel, bro. And the man was taking the mick out of us. At the end of the day, yes, the players were at fault. Yes, but to me, that disturbing, disgusting football, I could never have it. Now, if Jose played some good football and was improving players and was coaching, every United fan would be on Jose's side, say, get rid of who you want. That is what we need to do.
So can I ask you, why did everyone have it underneath Oli?
Is that right?
No.
Why did everyone have it Oli?
The biggest thing about Oli is this, right? Obviously, people of my generation especially, he's got this thing pulling us because he scored one of the greatest goals and the greatest night.
He scored a tap in.
Yeah. He scored a tap in, yes. But what he means to score the tap in. And the player that he was for United, sitting on the bench, doing what he's doing. But for me, I said, you give the guy 2 years. And I told everybody when they started, I said, Ronaldo's going to come and expose the whole thing. So I'm glad Ronaldo came. Yes. Because Ronaldo lifted up the skirt. And told everybody what was going on under that.
We already knew this, though. We already knew this, but it just confirms everything that we have already known.
Everything. So I love Ronaldo to me. But at this moment in time, no club is going to pay him 500 grand a week. So he's going to try to stay for money and ruin his career when he's got billions already. He's already
well, Nuruddin, think about it like this with Ronaldo. Right, if Man United didn't pay the money to go and get him, City had pulled out, he's probably going to be staying at Juventus right now if we didn't go for him.
I don't think
there was nobody else on the table.
I don't think so.
Nobody else was on the table at the moment who would stump up the cash that short notice in the transfer window.
I don't think so.
But we didn't see it for the player. We saw it for the dollar signs. We saw the superstar get everybody back on side from the Super League. That's what we saw.
Listen, forget about Jose. Listen. We moved on from Jose. Well, how are you feeling about Ten Hag coming in? And you know this now for a certain. Without Ranieri, there ain't no Ten Hag. You know that.
Yeah. I don't believe that. I'm scared.
No, absolutely.
I'm scared. No, I'm actually scared.
Talk to me. Scared of.
Whatever happens within this, whatever happens next season, is going to be precedent. I said this on Saeed's channel. It's going to, and shout out Saeed's channel as well. You look like this video for Nuruddin as well, but also go over to Saeed's thing and do it.
Road to 50 people. It's 2,000.
Trust me. But I said this to Saeed, The reason why I'm scared is like I'm already hearing, Ten Hag is saying he doesn't mind Declan Rice. Whatever happens now is going to set precedent for United's gameplay for the next 10, 15 years, Yeah. Any player that you guys want, your first pick, if they come to United, I'm scared because players like Declan Rice, I think they're overrated anyway. He's a good player, but I think he's overrated.
The 80 million, tag. 80 million.
If he comes to United, I can only think you're coming for money because you've seen for the last 5 to 10 years we've recruited players, None of you can name me one player that we've developed. If anyone tries to say Rashford, Greenwood,
no, nobody's mentioning names. Nobody's mentioning names.
No one can say no. Do you know how bad that is? The last 10 years we haven't developed one person, and then
for a long time, bro.
And then on top of this, we're recruiting people that are injury prone. You've just given Bruno Fernandes a new contract, But the only reason why he's got that contract is because it wasn't because of anything he was doing on the pitch. It was just because of the salary. That's the main reason why we gave it to him, because we had 3 years already left on it.
Yeah,
we just bumped him up. So it's like you're coming. We got the manager that we wanted. Yeah, cool. I've said this already. Even when we got Ragnick as well. Without the foundations, without the system, I need to know for a fact they're gonna back this guy. Because I've never seen in my life a technical director on the bench getting yellow cards. You should be in the office busting deals.
I have seen.
See, you also special. Rani exposed him. Rani, they asked Rani, what is he? I don't know what
this
he
is.
got.
Yeah.
Interviewed him.
You don't keep giving this guy too much credit. Like,
listen, listen to me. 100% fact. I know this for certain because he said it on. Ranić himself said it on the press conference a week ago. He said he said, Man United, obviously they've not been doing anything right. You need to get a manager who plays in a certain system, then go and buy players that fit into his system. What he's talking about? He's talking about Ten Hag. He's talking about Ten Hag. But listen, last question. Go ahead, Estrella. Go ahead. Well, last point.
Last. My thing is this, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like you're not giving Ten Hag Ragnick too much things, because for me personally,
I think he's been refreshingly honest.
If Ronaldo, like I said once again, if Ronaldo's not there, the blame falls on Ragnick, and I can name about at least 5 games, where this guy's not necessarily the lineup or the way he's tried to approach the game, everyone has blamed Ragnick or questioned it,
Can I put something to you quickly?
Yeah, go.
Can I put you something to you? Imagine you're in school. How old are you now? 20s, yeah?
I'm 25, yeah.
Imagine when back in the day when you were in school, you got that like 2-week kind of temp teacher, yeah?
Supply teacher, yeah.
You weren't behaving, lad. You weren't, because you were like 2 weeks. How long are you here, sir? Oh, I'm here for a couple of days. You ain't listening to my guy. A week the guy's there. That temporary teacher is there for a week. You ain't listening to him. 2 weeks.
Depends on majority
of the players, after half an hour, they only did his tactics for half an hour.
Palace,
or 45 minutes against Crystal Palace. After that, the liaison guy between the players and Ralph Ranić is what? Darren Fletcher. Darren Fletcher said to him, these players think they can't, and they're going to get a lot of muscular injuries. They can't do this intensive pressing. After that, all of Ranić's done was done. And also, when the club also told him that McFred have to play and told him that Maguire has to play, and people were calling me a conspiracy theorist, and it's all coming out. When he said Lingard can go, he said he needed 1 CDM. They said, nah, mate, Lingard's staying and you ain't getting no CDM. Because you know what they said to him? They said, because we can't give you any signings until the new manager comes in. See what I mean? So my guy already arm tied behind his back, and then now the players are throwing him under the bus. But what I liked about him is that he exposed the structure. He said, man, like Feeling. I said, what does Feeling do? So I don't know what Feeling does, but he's in his meetings. He named the meetings. He said, he's in this meeting, in that meeting. And then they asked about Darren Fletcher. This is the guy that interviewed him with John Bear. You know what he said? I don't know what his role is.
But he sits next to me.
Wait. But so because he said all of this stuff here, did Mourinho not say this stuff as well? Did Van Gaal not say this stuff as well?
Mourinho did it differently. Mourinho binned all the youth team, embarrassed the youth team, said these are horrendous and all these different things, and didn't want even caring about the youth team.
And was he wrong? Was he wrong? Nuruddin, was he wrong? Was he wrong?
No. Listen. Manchester United, listen to me, Estra. Listen, Man United have had a tradition. It's almost 90 years of football, yeah? We always had, on the first team matchday squad, we've always had a tradition of having a youth player in that squad in first game. And that's the record.
For the past 52 years.
Was threatening that. Yeah. Jose was threatening that. So for me, this will not have Jose. All I'm saying to you is this, in my heart of heart, everything I've studied about these Muppets, the board was split, but they listened to Ralph. They didn't listen to other things. They listened to Ralph. And John Murta listens to Ralph. And that's why we got Ten Hag and we haven't got Olachino.
You got
praise the Lord.
Can I just say one thing before I go? One thing before I go, in regards to that youth thing, that youth player you said, yeah. The reason why I don't really agree, I'm not here condoning Mourinho in it, but the reason why I'm condoning no youth players, yeah, is because United fan base is so toxic. I said this the other day, yeah. It's they come in. The youth player has one good game or a little bit of flash,
We blow him up.
We gas him up. Yeah.
Now he has to carry the squad. Elanga,
Yeah,
I can see it with my own eyes. The guy's not good enough, bro.
Who said so? Who said he's good?
No. Because it's like when he comes on, everyone gets mad at him. But at the same time, he's just 19. Age is no longer a thing of football no more. Yeah. If you're good enough, you're good enough. I can see it. He's too like what's the word? Too raw. He hasn't got no technical ability. He's just 100%. Direct.
He needs a loan. He needs a loan. He needs a loan.
Yeah, the main thing for me is this year is that when you look at Man City, Phil Foden, the amount of immediate attention they were pressuring Pep to play this guy. He refused to ignore all of it and ease them in. You can't bring a youth player into this squad right now, because I know what's going to happen. They have one good game, two good games. All of a sudden, they have to carry the squad. And that's something Arsenal need to fix as well, because they're putting too much pressure on Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe. When they signed Odegaard, it takes the pressure off Emile Smith-Rowe. He's not the main creator.
Arsenal just a shit Man United.
But we can't do these things. We can't implement these things until the summer.
You say they're shit United, but at least they have a style of football. At least they have a future going forward.
We will have to in 3-4 months.
Everyone needs to stop doing bants with Arsenal as well, and we need to wake up and smell the coffee like what Newman's been saying for the last 5 years. No, because too many United fans want to do this and start banting with other clubs. Right now, we can't banter nobody.
Well, we're not focusing on them. Let's focus on ourselves, not them. Don't focus on them.
No, I'm just saying. Right now, everybody needs to wake up and listen to what Nuruddin's been saying for the last 5 years. Go and look at the structure of this club and pray to God. Any God, Allah, anyone, pray to God, and hope these will actually give the tools to Ten Hag, to actually do something and move away from this Fergie era. He needs to create his own club, because right now this club is in the 13-man's image. Van Gaal, Mourinho, Fergie, Darren Fletcher, Carrick. There's bare different images. It has to be one.
Facts.
One image with one goal.
Listen, when are you starting your own channel, man? When are you starting your own channel?
No, I'm just trying to be a permanent, either yours or Saeed's thing. I'm not. I'm not trying to be a boss. Man's just trying to be an employee.
No, forget about being a boss. You've got views. You've got strong views, passionate views. People need to hear what you got to say. People need to hear what you say.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But for now, everybody go like up this guy's channel. Go like up my uncle's channel. And go over to Saeed's, push him to 50k. I beg you lot, please. Happy fasting to all my Muslim brothers as well, man. Love.
Man. Love. Estrella, love. Always love. Big up, Estrella, man. Always ringing in. Listen, let's get the brother in. Listen, Nipan, we're gonna get Nipan in. Yes, Nipan, how are you doing, brother?
Driving, yeah.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Nipan, I think are you on mute?
Nah, he's on mute.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Drive
go
safe.
Ahead.
Drive safe.
I can hear you. Anyway, I was saying.
Are you working? Are you working, Nipan?
No, I'm not working. I'm going home from somewhere.
Okay. Have you had a nice night?
I have, yeah. Especially after watching that. I won't call it a football match. I'll call it a boxing match.
I loved it.
After watching those,
I loved it.
After watching those 9 minutes, all is forgotten about last night.
Yeah, listen. Talk to me about your boys. Were you proud last night? Did it make you proud?
Yes, I was. I mean, I was gutted by the result. Obviously,
it's a Chelsea fan, people. It's a Chelsea fan. It's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, Chelsea fan.
I was gutted about the result, but we didn't give up. I mean, we fought till the very end. We went down with a fight.
That's good.
Same way Benfica did to Liverpool tonight. I mean, I put out a tweet saying Chelsea and Benfica handshake emoji going down like warriors.
There we go. There we go, Nipan.
This isn't a dig at United or anything. I mean, let's.
No.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Let's just say United wouldn't have gone down like that. They would have completely given up.
Facts. Bottle job
they would
FC.
have completely given up. Like, say, look, put it this way: say if United, say if the thing is. Say if the teams are swapped and United give up a 3-1, like say United are 3-1 down from Old Trafford, they do not. They capitulate at the Bernabeu. That ends up being like 7-1 or 6-1.
Yeah, but we did overturn in Paris though.
Yeah. Listen, Nipan. Listen. What do you think about us getting Ten Hag? As a rival fan?
Look. As long as Pep and Klopp are in the league, no one's touching them. It's a fact.
Absolutely.
He might win you an odd cup here or there, but the title is between City and Liverpool, so long as the Spaniard and the German are in in those two clubs respectively.
100%. I agree with you, Nipun, because United have to target to be the third best team in the league for the next 2-3 years first. Once we're third best team in the league, then we can do something.
Yeah, this is what Man United and Chelsea need to be doing. You put a package in place where you're in a good position, in a good area, where when those two great managers leave the football club and they're asked about trying to replace somebody, and it takes them to implement their style, their system on the club, because they won't be in the same image as the predecessors. They've got their own ideas for the football clubs. That's what you've got to do.
Listen, Nipan, update us on the Chelsea just quickly before you go. Who do you want Chelsea to be taken over by? Which consortium?
I'm on the Bowleys, and look, it's not just me. I've seen rival fans want the Bowleys as well, because look, it's all good and that Chelsea in the mud. Look, this goes beyond football rivalries. I want Glazers out as much as you do. This goes beyond rivalries. This goes down to the sport we all grew up and loved.
Yeah.
It's about kicking a ball and putting it into the back of the net for the fans. And consort and play and like Glazers, Ricketts, Kroenke. They're taking it away from the fans.
Facts.
FSG as well.
Yeah, even FSG to a certain extent, but no one will talk about that because they bought Liverpool's success. But yeah, and even for Chelsea, when we went into the Super League, it's not Roman didn't want it. It was Bruce Buck. He was the one who wanted the Super League. Roman didn't want any part to do with it, and it's no surprise that Chelsea and City were the first two Premier League clubs to say, "No, we don't want to take no part in this."
Well, you saw the Americans do it, and you thought you had to follow suit. That's why.
Yeah. Listen, Nipan, we want you to drive safely. London is a hell of a crazy place to drive. So
I'll DM you when I get home, Nurdin.
Nice
I'll
one.
DM you when
Take
I get
care.
home.
Yeah.
Wait, before you let me go, when's the next call-in show?
I'm gonna do that in the next week. I'll definitely, you'll be one of the first in the queue, brother.
Okay. I'll see you next week then.
Yeah. Peace, love.
Take care. Safe drive home.
Safe drive.
Safe.
Big up. There you go. Big up, brother. It's my brother Lesso Football TV in the house. Lesso Football TV. My Southern African brother. Bafana, yeah? Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah.
Or internet
how you doing?
Man United.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It don't move. We don't move this quick, Nuruddin. I won't give him that much compliments.
But did you guys love the Atletico Madrid's performance though?
It's better than United.
Yeah, man. Talk to me, bro. Lesso, so what do you think about Ten Hag? Do you think he's going to get the back?
With the Ten Hag, no, until Matt Judge is removed from negotiating
there you go.
Transfers, I honestly don't see a lot changing. But personally, I think obviously he might have agreed, in terms of, he might have laid down terms in, so that when he comes in, he's allowed to have maybe more control over the playing squad and the recruitment and everything. So, I mean, obviously, Hag is a manager on the up. He's one of the first, if not under the Glazer regime, where a manager that is up and coming and who's not gonna bend down for the owners. So it could be a change where Murta is like, he's moving away from the ideologies of Ed Woodward, and so I think it's a good appointment, but we'll see, because now there's these protests that are coming. I don't know what the agenda is behind the protests. Maybe it's the fans
it's always
saying
the same,
that they want reassurance.
Nuruddin, as much as I agree with the protest, and I would love to attend if I'm available that
But
day,
then,
Yeah.
I think we need to also add another agenda in protesting against the players as well. Why not?
Yeah. No.
but
I mean, that's why you have to walk out. You have to do walkouts. To me, I think they should walk out 17 minutes, right? For the 17 years that they've been. You don't go into the game 17 minutes late. I don't want that.
Nuruddin, it's like the game. Why Norwich? There's no publicity towards the game. It's not like
Exactly.
it's on Sky Sports.
What do we do at Chelsea? Chelsea's our last home game. Do it at a Chelsea televised game.
Nah, Tom, it's a scarf. It will look similar to Norwich fans. They won't get caught. They will think it's Norwich.
Listen, you were here before Norwich, mate. Newton Heath Railway. Big up. Listen, let's go. Do they show Area Division, the Dutch league in South Africa on TV?
I'm sure
we actually watch it on either on ESPN or
it is
on Super Extra, because like there's several channels that show like different types of things. Yeah, so you mind that we're able to watch the Italian Serie A, the English Premier League, and as well as Eredivisie on SuperSport. Like it's like about 7 channels.
Yeah.
But
have you enjoyed watching Ajax?
I've always followed Ajax for the longest time, so I know their style of. Yeah, I've been watching them for a couple of years actually. From the time where they're struggling before Ten Hag actually came in. We also had our several players from South Africa who played for Ajax Amsterdam as well. So I used to follow them as well through Ajax Amsterdam.
Yeah. Listen,
you're Steven Pienaar, Benny McCarthy.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing that you notice he'll change?
What's the biggest thing?
What's the first thing do you think he'll change about United? Since you watched Ajax, you've seen how he came in.
Yeah, I think the first thing he'll change is he'll come in and then he will definitely demand players who are gonna be on his side. He's a guy who's gonna probably come in and then he's gonna pull people aside, and he's a good manager as well. So he's gonna see who's probably on his side and who wants to work with him, and then he's gonna also try and also see and bring in someone who's gonna condition the players to play the way he used to play as well. Because Ten Hag is gonna tell him, inform him that these players can't, they can't do certain drills, they can't, they refuse to work with this, overtime, or put in this much effort, or maybe they're not conditioned this much. So maybe they'll be also bringing people who are going to condition players well, so that they don't suffer from injuries playing to his style of play. And another thing he's going to do, he's going to make sure that he cuts down our wage bill. Obviously there was that discussion and closed doors. He obviously spoke with the board and the club on how he's probably gonna reduce the wage bills, because there's that new UEFA rule that's coming in as well. So Man United more or less have to, we have to cut down on our wage bills. Some of these players who are leaving and the ones who are gonna be recruited, we're not gonna put them on too many high wages as we would in the past. So I think that's what he's gonna also sort out, and he's also gonna make sure that the youth team and the first team play the same football, so that when the youth players come into the first team, the transition is as smooth. Yes.
Nuruddin, you're on mute.
Yeah. Listen, Lesso, thank you so much, brother. We appreciate it. People, please go and check out Lesso TV on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. Big United fan out there in South Africa. Always talking sense. Lesso, always call back, brother. Love and respect to you, okay?
Yeah, love.
Glad to see you, Lesso.
Thank you.
Nuruddin, I'm not too sure if the manager is top 2 or top 4 or top 5 or not, but one thing I'm sure is we're getting a a football mad person.
I don't think we're getting a manager here, though. In my opinion, I think we're getting a coach. I think we're getting
Yeah.
an A grade coach.
And
If you had to list them,
I don't mind, to be honest. Really, I don't mind.
no, I don't.
Listen, Ramadan Mubarak to all the people are fasting worldwide, man. People are not fasting, enjoying a nice evening. Just watch the Man City Atletico, which is watch the bit old school football. But big up to Noah, man, like Noah. Talk to me, Noah. How you doing, brother? Can you hear me, Noah? Noah, can you hear me?
I'm doing great, Nerdy.
Right, there we go. Listen,
There
Noah.
we go.
Are you getting giddy or what? Are you part of Giddy?
I am.
Are you part of Giddy
yeah.
Army? Giddy Army, where are you? Who are you? Giddy Army, who are we? What are you thinking? Ask your question. What are you thinking about Ten Hag?
Since last week, after losing Everton, we couldn't really control, I couldn't really control the fact that situations that we having our problem. First the players, then the rep, then the managers, and the owners. It's the same old story. It keeps repeating over and over again. From the beginning that I knew that, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, since he left, I thought that, Ralf Ragnick he would gonna be changed and make us reach to the top 4. Maybe we were wrong. It was not.
Yeah.
And the most of all that I was not happy. Yeah. The only thing that I wasn't happy, the agreement is from the Glazers, who spent 900 million euros spending those investments for their own club, who doesn't even care for us. None of it. No matter how you choose a right manager, even if I know for Ten Hag, listen, I respect that guy. For me, it's fine to me if he's the new manager. I wish him the good luck as well for the future next. But for me, I need to fix this situation so that for the Glazers, for the protest, like we did on April 24th, 2021. That was the last year. It was on my birthday. That was the day that I was happiest, because I would not forget that time. I would rather to protest if I was at Manchester. For me, I can't take this. No matter what, for them, I would never trust them, even if Edward Rudd or Richard Arnold, who hired them, nothing's not gonna change until we do something right. Look for example, Newcastle. They got rid of the owner and have the Saudi Arabia, because they're gonna build it up for the future. They're gonna be the next top 7, top 6, the biggest team in the world. We don't know what's gonna happen to us.
No, you're right.
We might be the old Arsenal or Liverpool, because I'm sick of tired of them. That is why we don't want to be like them.
Of course.
And I know that is the fact, but I'm telling the truth. Even if I know some Man United haters might never accept my opinion or my ideas, that's fine. But I wouldn't care about it. Even if they listen to me, I would accept that. But remember, to all of them, for the fans, this is the message. Do not give up your hope. Do not give up your faith in your future. This isn't about the gambling for your future. This isn't about taking our souls, okay? And remember, we are not giving up our hope for our future. We want to be the biggest club in the world. We would achieve everything what we got. For me, we're not gonna stop until we get what we want. 50 plus 1.
There we go.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Justice. We need Justice. Noah, big up Noah. Noah always call, brother. My East African brother. Love and respect to you. I hope you and your family are well. And
Thank you,
definitely see you in the next calling, brother.
All right,
Okay.
man. Big up to
Yeah.
you,
Love.
Nuruddin.
Love,
Big up to
peace.
you, okay?
Peace, brother. Peace.
Nuruddin,
Yeah, man. Peace. Man. Talk to me, Aaron.
The summer preseason game in Bangkok, Liverpool, Manchester United. I'm telling you one thing. It was confirmed a few months ago. The tickets prices are more expensive than a normal Manchester United match.
Yeah, they are.
at Old
Yeah.
Trafford or at Anfield. Minimum starts at £200. My
That's
brother
crazy.
can't afford it.
It's tourists though. Tourists are going to go, Arun. They don't have to travel. They don't have to travel, so it's going to cost them less money.
Tom, I remember once when David Moyes came to Bangkok, and I was outside the hotel with all other fans came from all over Asia. They were singing songs, and one Thai taxi driver told me, "How do you say sign for Lenny in English?" So I said sign for Lenny, and he shouted sign for Lenny 20 times. And he signed for Lenny.
Yo, don't watch that. Fellaini scored big goals for Man United, man. Big goals, big warrior, man.
Absolutely.
Big up Fellaini. Yo, man, like Pop in this in the studio. Big up Pop. Yes, brother. How are you?
Yeah, everything is good, man. What are you doing?
Big up all my people in the Caribbean, man. I got nothing but love. I got absolutely nothing but love. My family in the Caribbean, man. Nothing but love.
I watch you on side, man. You're like you too, man. You're the greatest, bro. Trust me.
Yo, it's love, brother. It's love.
Yeah,
we
you
talk
on side,
honestly,
man.
talk honestly, brother. Talk to me, man. Listen, are you excited about Ten Hag and what you thinking? Do you think that these finally the structure will be built around him to help him for him to succeed? What are you hoping for, brother?
Yeah, I'm hoping for like a change in terms of like the type of attitude that the players like have. Like, to me, like, I'm willing to like have a manager that builds a young team, like new set of faces, you know, new players that's hungry, and a different style of football. I'm willing to move on from Fergie days, Fletcher, all of these guys' mentality. I just want something new, like, and I hope the club backs the manager, and also I hope the fans backs the manager, because this is the thing. Norridin, people will say, you know, they want this player out and they want this player to strive under this manager. But what if the manager say, okay, Rashford is not my guy, Pogba is not my guy? Then you're gonna have those type of fans now. They're gonna rebel against the manager because those players will have been fan favorites. So I'm at the point where if the manager comes in, like
Pop, I'm telling you now, none of the fans care about the players anymore, bro.
Nope.
The players are on holiday. They've checked out at this moment in time. They
were me. They were me. What do you mean? They were me.
You must have seen them. You must see them, like Bruno and that. You know what I mean?
Of course. The Spanish trio are over here. The Amigos.
Listen, where are you, Pop? Where are you? What island are you on?
Oh, I'm Jamaica, man. Jamaican.
You're in
Jamaica.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
The beach now, man. You see United players there, but pick up Ja Rastafari things are going on, man. I'm telling you.
No, but guys, with or without the structure, we have to support the manager either way.
So me, I can't see anybody. Anyway, if I see it on Twitter, I'm gonna call it out. And I will call it out on this show as well, Pop. You'll be guaranteed of that. If anybody, to me, Ten Hag comes in, who he wants out, who he wants in, and we wait 2.5 years, 3 years.
Yes.
Give him that time to build the team that can get us competitive.
One thing, Nuruddin, did you watch the Real Madrid game yesterday?
Yeah.
All right. If you notice in the two legs, Cruz had a poor game, right? Who turned up? Luka Modric, right?
Modric.
But that's the thing. That's what I want from my players. So the Pogba fanboys that's always blaming this guy and this guy, saying he needs this next to them. We need players like a Luka Modric, players that can drive with the football in midfield, players that can turn up when someone else doesn't turn up. Because Cruz never had a great game. Casemiro never had a great game. But Luka Modric was the difference in that game, in that midfield. This is a true world-class player. Vinicius Jr., he never had the support from Mendy. Mendy had a poor game, but he won.
So be fair, Mendy was injured. He was carrying an injury from the first leg, innit? So he was give or go with whether he's going to be fit or not. He was carrying an injury. He played well at Stamford Bridge, Mendy. He played well, but he got injured. He had an injury.
Yes, but my point is, when you compare a player like Vinicius Jr. to a Sancho, the difference with a Vinicius Jr. is that he has that tenacity because Reece James was winning his duels versus him early on. But he has that tenacity and drive to keep going down that bar line to give Reece James that power. That's a player that will be at the top of his game. He's Brazilian. If money doesn't comes in, if he doesn't move for the money, etc., that's the character we need in our team. Players that have that determination, right?
Yeah.
You don't want Rashfords and Martial and these game players that you're gonna say, oh, he needs this, he needs that. Sometimes you just need a certain player that can just bring the team effort up, rise the team effort above. It's like Vinicius Jr., even though he's a young player, he has that leadership in him that people will look up to him and say, okay, this guy is playing good. I'm going to try to up my game. So what I'm saying is that sometimes as a player, if every player is going to blame someone, you get a team of what we are seeing right now, right? Because you don't have that leader to say, yo, I'm going to do this. I can do this. I'm going to make that work. Bruno, if something doesn't work for Bruno, he's going to cuss Fred. He's going to cuss McTominay. And you get, and then you have the defense. Luke Shaw doesn't talk. He's not aggressive. Wan-Bissaka doesn't talk. Maguire is shy. Lindelof is shy.
No, Maguire talks for England only.
Yeah, but that's a back four of players that doesn't have no personality, right? So it's not going to work. De Gea doesn't talk. De Gea doesn't so it's a back five of players with no personality. Then the midfield
4 years.
So it's not. So basically, in the reading, everything is set up to fail because you have a back four that doesn't talk. And they might be stage fright also because remember they are coming from smaller clubs like Crystal Palace, Leicester City, so they might be frightened for the occasion. So that shows in their game. So we're not going to progress with these type of players. We need
man.
But no, really, one more thing. If you see Rashford, bro, I know you're holding on to this Rashford train, man. You might have to let it go, man, because listen.
If Ten Hag comes in and says Rashford is not doing it anymore, I'll be like, see you later.
He wants to keep Rashford though. He does want to keep Rashford.
I think he has to let because Rashford represents. Rashford is a player that he's on 250k. His next contract might be 400, 350. It doesn't. It's the benchmark right there.
Bro,
it spoils everything.
There is no way Manchester United are selling a youth philanthropist. There is no way we are selling a philanthropist.
But
he's here for PR reasons.
Listen,
and they're going to promote him.
The first person what we need to get rid of is Ronaldo. He's on $500,000 a year.
Yes.
Can you imagine that? I know. You tell me, Pop. What club do you think is going to pay $500,000 for Ronaldo a year?
No club, but I am assuming that he might find himself in the MLS or sporting next year.
Oh yeah, with David Beckham.
Actually, I think he might not be allowed in the US. He had trouble with that woman, didn't he? So he might not be allowed.
But, he's CR7 Sana, bro. That is Sana worth half his wages, man.
He's not allowed in the US.
Give him time.
He's not allowed in Liverpool as well.
Listen, brother. Always love. Big up all the people.
Big up.
I got absolute nothing but love, man.
Peace, man.
Love.
And always saying facts. Love you, brother. Love to everybody. Peace. Yeah, man. It's a Scottish fella here. Scottish fella.
Here we go. The Glaswegians found us again.
Glaswegian here.
Good to see you, my friend.
Come on, lads. Come on.
Giddyfc.
There we go. Yo, big up man like Pop. Yo, brother. Say, you don't know, say me, I'm Marshall, I'm Pogba FC all day, you know. So you can't come in here and just chat. Whatever you want to chat. Yo, you hear me, brother?
Exactly.
So what's up? What's going on, guys? What's up?
What's going on, man? Talk to us. Listen, so officially, apparently the deal is getting close. Apparently it's almost official. Talk to us. What are you thinking, bro? What are you expecting?
Like Lesso always say, sack the Glazers, sack the coaching team, sack all the players, the tea lady, the grass cutter.
Nah, leave the tea lady alone, man. Leave the tea lady alone, man. She's the only people that I would keep. The people that are working at the club, man. We need them. We need those people, man.
No, the ex-players are always the problem, bro. I always say the ex-players are the problem. Because
we need to sack them. Yeah, we need to get rid of them. Listen, there's over 100 of you in here. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Big up to all the people who are calling in. Naya, what are you expecting, bro? How long do you think we're going to see a style of play change?
I mean,
what kind of signing do you think he needs? Other than the obvious place, obviously we need midfielders. But any other position on the pitch do you think we need? Ten Hag needs these players.
Well, first of all, what type of play does he play? Like, what style of play does he play?
He plays similar.
It's like the Johan Cruyff model of football.
Right. Yeah. So
high press. High possession, high press. Yeah.
Right. So high press. We know Ronaldo is definitely going to stay here next year, right? He's staying. He's not leaving. CR7 is not leaving. Let's not get it twisted, bro. Like, this is a real army. Let's speak the facts. It's not going nowhere.
But guys, if you look at it, if he doesn't leave and we play him only in the league, I don't mind.
Yeah, but it's the brand though that he's behind. Can he be seen in the lower tiers of Europe? Is the problem?
Absolutely, and he won't play Europa League. He won't play Conference League. That's for sure for his brand name. As long as he's fresh for the Premier League and banging goals, I don't mind, to be honest. If he's scoring goals,
right? But we play him out of position, right? Out of his position that he normally plays.
Because but next season we will have more ball, right?
Because accommodate Rashford and or Sancho. So, I mean, technically, he's gonna be what, the number 9 or playing what, false number 9 or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
exactly. So if Ten Hag comes in and he want to play the attacking team, high press, is he gonna be running like a headless chicken? Or, I mean, his legs are gone. We all know that. So is he gonna be part of the team or he's gonna be out? I mean, that's the problem that we need to solve. Right, so I don't know. We can keep Elanga, but Elanga shouldn't be a starter. Like he should be.
He needs to go on loan. To be fair, he needs to go on loan.
Exactly. He needs to go somewhere like Ajax or
Dortmund or somewhere.
Dortmund, Sevilla, Benfica, somewhere he could get some playing time.
Minutes.
Minutes.
So United, we all know United always could give the players on loan, and they're going into a team where they're not gonna get playing time. So I mean, I don't get it. Like everything with United is so backwards, bro.
It is backward FC, backward slide FC, mate. Slide FC, mate. Always on the back foot FC.
So for the attacking 3, definitely we only keep it Sancho and Rashford. Like I'm always with you, Nuruddin. Like I say, Rashford only actually hurt Rashford.
Yeah.
Playing him through injury and everything, and now, but we all know that Rashford has been our clutch player. Like he and the goalkeeper David De Gea, they've been saving us, and sometimes Fred, right?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, since Elanga came, Rashford, his head is gone. He's not.
You know why? Because Elanga ran more. Elanga ran more. That's it, bro.
Exactly.
That's it, bro. He ran more. Rashford should have ran more. That's it. You need to work hard, bro. I mean, our standards have dropped so low that we are appreciating hard work.
Exactly.
See,
that's all we've got. Right? We need some more legs in here. Yeah. We need some more legs in there. We need some more legs everywhere.
No. Let me tell you something funny, yeah? So, in the US, the game time is like 6 a.m. None of this.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to get up and go to the stadium or go watch a 6 a.m. game. And thinking about somebody that's in using the central time, that's going to be like 5 a.m. for people like in Chicago, like Texas and other places.
I have watched at 2 a.m. in Thailand, Champions League nights. I have watched
Thailand,
losing to Rochdale at 4 a.m. and going to work at 6 a.m.
So I woke up, your last show, I said, well, we're going to win comfortably, 2-1, right? I woke up, I mean, obviously it's Ramadan. I ain't going to wake up and watch this Muppets, ruin my day. So I wake up and I see the scoreline. What? We lost again? Right? These guys, man. And then I went on Saeed's channel. I was watching him. He said it was God, bro. He was cussing. He was like, bro, slow down, bro. You do Ramadan. You gonna let these guys ruin it for you?
Exactly.
So,
But do you see any hope though, you guys? Because I'm seeing hope here, guys.
Yeah, no, of course. Listen, we're gonna come to that. Listen, brother, I want to get in there. Let me just try to get him in quickly as well.
right,
King
sure.
Quattro, welcome, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you? Salam alaikum,
Yeah,
by the way.
good.
Yeah,
Love and
yeah.
respect.
Assalamu alaikum, yeah.
Where you calling from? Salam, brother.
I'm calling from Texas, bro, the U.S.
Texas. There we go. Texas, man. Hot, man. Man's not hot out here, you know. I mean, I heard Texas is quite hot, bro. Man's wearing a coat and everything. You know? Are you in college or something? Are you in the university or something?
It's raining, bro.
It's raining. It's been raining since yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yo, check out. Yo, watch out for those
What
slugs
y'all
in
saying
it.
about Ten Hag?
Yeah, man. What do you think? You're thinking tonight can do it? Can finally bring us back?
I don't think it's gonna be fast, but I think it's gonna be 3-5 years. I'm more excited about the football we're gonna play. People don't understand that. If you watch football, you know what Ajax is. You know what I mean? So
exactly,
like Barcelona wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Ajax. Like the style, the tiki-taka style would not exist if it wasn't for Johan Cruyff and Ajax.
Very well said. Very well said.
Dutch football is, that's the best of football, and for me, I think this is gonna work out for all of us. You know what I mean? But the question is these, no disrespect to the British fans, are they willing to wait and enjoy that type of football, or do they want that pace and power stuff?
Exactly. Very good.
You know what I mean? Like these people, that's what they want. So I don't know. For me, I'm willing to put my difference aside and back this manager. You feel me? So for me, if that means losers like Bruno and Rashford are gonna start, I'll take it as long as they're taught how to play. If that means my favorite player in Anthony Martial is getting sold, it is what it is. Like I'm
maybe not, bro. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe not.
Yeah, because for me, that's like our best option. But the way our team is set up right now, honestly, our season's finished. I don't know why any of us should be waking up or going to matches at this point in the season. We're finished. I don't know if I'm a bad fan for praying and hoping that we don't get any European football, because
no. Nobody's the same. Nobody's the same.
This league is embarrassing. Europe, I don't want to see no black and orange Thursday night ever again.
You don't want to hear that.
Guess what? We ain't even going there. We go to the
Champions League. I'm sick of getting embarrassed. So like for me, it's football heritage. After 8-9 years of getting out in the round of 16, you gotta accept that this is your fate at some point. So it's time to scratch all that off. I'd happily get 9th or 8th, just like Arsenal, and not be in any European competition. Focus in the Premier League, build our style of play, and 2-3 years down the line, then we'll challenge City and Liverpool. That's what I want.
Bro. Yo, big up, man. Listen, King Quattro, always ring back, brother. Love and respect to you, man. Listen, watch out for those tornadoes and those floods in it. Texas.
For sure, but we have a little tornado problem right now, but
Yeah, man. It's love.
Yeah,
it's
love.
You guys have a good one, though, man. Keep
yourself,
up.
Man. Yeah, man. Love and respect. Always call it, brother.
But his question about the British fans is quite genuine, bro. I should not say this, but my friend took me to Man City game, Atletico Madrid first leg. I was there. The stadium for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
And I saw some fans getting annoyed and riled up when the players were doing side passes, when they were trying to keep possession rather than full on attack, because City like to keep the ball. And same thing will happen at United, bro. Same thing will happen at United.
Yeah. Like you guys remember when LVG came in?
Yeah, LVG, yeah.
Yeah, we were so boring, but this season I think we conceded the less in the entire league.
We did do, yeah. We were developing something.
I knew for the fact that we won't concede under LVG, and the only creative player we had was Juan Mata, who was on the
Juan Mata at the time, yeah.
On the right wing. Right now we have so many creative players. LVG and with these players would have been solid.
But listen, the same style.
Listen, can I say, brother Rio Mac, I got a love for you. Brother, no need to be xenophobic here, man. Everybody's welcome on this channel, brother.
Yeah.
So whether you're American or not, that don't mean that. Do you think Americans agree with the Glazers? They hate the Glazers as much as we do. We're all United fans out here, bro. So come on, man. I don't know what's got into you.
Please block him, bro.
It's unlike you, brother. I hope everything's good. I hope everything's all right. This comment, I'm pressed on it, but I'm pressing on it because I'm like, I don't know what's got into you. I think you might have been on the doubles tonight. You know what I mean?
No, there have been other comments, Nuruddin. He was coming after
Stay
you
away
as
from
well.
the doubles tonight, bro.
Yeah, he's been coming after you all night today. I don't know what's up with him, bro.
Yeah. Big up, real man. I don't know. You know, this could be, you know what? It might not be the real man. It could be somebody posting.
Neil Ashton. Neil Ashton told you. He's got to you again.
Neil Ashton, mate, getting through. So listen, guys, listen. Before we end the show, I'm gonna go around one by one. I'm gonna go to Tom first. Tom, sipping on sangaritas and all of that business in Barcelona. Listen, I wanted to say, actually, did you watch the game tonight? Did you watch it in the bar? Or were you just chilling tonight?
No, I did watch it. Yeah, I've never heard so many Spanish fans cheer when Madrid lost.
Well, the Catalonians don't like it.
Oh, mate, they're crazy. I told you about the United game when they were throwing the beer and the glasses in the street and everything. I thought, what's going on here? They're crazy.
It's a bit peak out here. So, Tom, talk to me. Listen, do you think that finally a football structure befitting of this club can be put in place? Or do you believe, like me, that as long as Matt Judge is there, ain't nothing moving quickly? Ain't nothing getting in quickly?
I don't think anything's going to get in quickly, but I think things will end up getting in place. If that makes any sense.
Let me just pick up Rio Matt, man. Brother, we're all frustrated, brother. We all frustrated. Yeah. Remember, you know, we got to have some love for each other. Love and respect to you, brother. Peace. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, no. What I was saying was, I think we will get there eventually, but I just think it's going to take as long as it needs to take. At the end of the day, we need to let things do its due diligence and due course. I mean, like they're saying, you know, Rome wasn't built overnight. It wasn't. It took forever to build. And at the end of the day, we need somebody who's going to be the spearhead of a project of the development. And I think Ten Hag is probably the best outlet that is out there available at the current moment, because there isn't so many you're not going to get somebody who is going to come in straight away and going to compete with Pep and Guardiola, Pep and Klopp. Sorry, it's not going to happen. You need to get the best manager in place for when those two leave to then take on the baton from those two clubs. We're not going to compete with City or Liverpool, I don't think. And like we say, these clubs aren't going to stagnate and stay still. They're just going to get better and better and better, as we're still trying to get to a certain stable place. But like we say, if it's 2 years, if it's 3 years, if it's the full 5 years that he needs, if he needs that long, then we've got to give him it. We have to rely and trust in somebody for once. Like Naya was saying here about LVG, perfect example. LVG was on the way to doing something. Love it or hate it, it was boring, yes. But we could see a style of play was being implemented, and it's the only thing we've seen for the last 10 years, because we haven't seen it with Mourinho, we haven't seen it with Moyes, even though we didn't have enough time really. We haven't seen this. We've seen proper coaching in short amount of time with LVG. Ten Hag comes from the same model, the same brand of football, only it's more compact, it's more expansive in terms of the attacking third rather than LVG. But like we say, give him 2 years, let him get the ship out the players that he wants and have the control that he needs, or the mandatory control, enough where he can make the decisions on, I want XYZ player to stay, nah, I'm not feeling him. But I think he's doing the right and respectful thing in terms of nobody leaves until I get my first hands and eyes on them. Whether it's pre-season or whether it's for 5 days before we go away for pre-season, I want to see what we've got. And then you can get rid. Because if I don't, you might think Martial's not brilliant. I might be able to fit him in my plans somewhere later down the line, or even as a squad player. So at the end of the day, give him the time that he needs, give him the money that he needs, but most importantly, give him the football structure behind him. Because we've seen it at Ajax. It can work with this manager. It's proven if you have a right football structure, he can succeed under the principles. So at the end of the day, like we said, I understand your point already about Matt Judge and everything, and things won't move as fast as it will do. I don't think it will move fast, but I think it will move eventually, and we will get into a more stable place. Whether we're going to go somewhere, I don't know, but I think we've got the right person to go on a journey at the right time, personally. Better than Pochettino, anyway.
Nuruddin, you're on mute.
You're on mute, Nuruddin, yeah.
Yeah, listen, what I was saying was to Tom. Do you agree with me? It best serves us if we're out of the Europa League or Europa Conference and everything. So he'll get more time to build his team.
Yeah. Of course. Listen, look at Arsenal's the proven model, for example. A year out, you can develop youth players, you can develop what you needed with the plans and everything. I understand people's points about going into the competitions because you can play young players and give fringe players a chance and everything like
absolutely.
that. I understand these points, but we're not going to be keeping these fringe players in 2 or 3 years' time. So what's the point? If we're going to do this full rebuild, these players aren't going to be here. Klopp built a completely different team at Liverpool. Pep needed a complete new defence at Manchester City. Yeah, it takes time to do these things. We're not miracle workers at the end of the day.
No,
I know Logan makes the perfect point there. Yeah, go on, go on.
I beg to differ, bro. Jones is still going to be here in 3 years. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I understand some of them are probably still going to be here.
Double testimonial. He's going to be another decade, mate. He's going to be here with a frame, mate.
The most ludicrous thing to happen.
I'm going to come to you, Raul. I'm going to come to you. What do you think, and what do you think is going to change first? I'm big up Arun, man. Arun was living in Shanghai watching United mad
Bangkok,
times, man. Bangkok, mad times.
No, but I am slightly hopeful in the sense that we are hiring a football manager, a football coach more than a manager. We are hiring someone who is obsessed with football. We have Ralph Ragnick, albeit for 3-4 days a month. I don't care. He's there to advise. I'm sure whatever advice he will give, it will be a positive one. They're looking for a deputy football director, can be Paul Mitchell or can be some other guy, the former Chelsea man. So I am hopeful that they're trying to fix things. They're trying them. I mean, the thing is, they're trying. It's not good enough. That's the thing. So I'm happy and open to give Richard Arnold 2-3 years under the next manager to see how it goes. Because it's at the end of the day, if you perform on the pitch, the contracts and the wage it doesn't matter. And as per the football stats, the teams in every country who wins the league usually are the highest paid, that have the highest wage bill, except England, because we have the highest wage bill. Every other country in the world, to win the league, you have to have highest wage bill. It's a ridiculous, weird stat. Trust me. And we are a big company, and we pay good money. So that's why we need to hire good players. That's it.
Listen, big up Snake Eyes, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Will United board give the power to Ten Hag? There you go, Naya. Take it away.
Hell no, bro. Hell no, they ain't doing that. Once they still got Carrick in there, what's his name? Fletcher?
Fletcher,
They're not doing that. And Richard Arnold is not going nowhere. Like I keep telling you guys, look, these guys bought the club on bankruptcy. And nobody, no businessman goes into a business only to stay for 5 or 10 years. So they're not going nowhere. And they're not gonna just let the stocks just dwindle down like that. They're gonna still have people in charge that are gonna make sure that the stocks and the exchange and whatever in the stock market, Wall Street, people like you guys are living in Manchester, right? So you see what is going on with the club. People outside that, like, they're not reading the tweets, they're not watching the news, they're not watching, whatever is going on. Like all they do is, when is the next match? Let's go watch. That's all. When is the new kits, the merch coming out? Let's go purchase. That's all it is. Just like Arun went to wherever what Arun went to
Bangkok. I was there. I lived there.
Right? And you just said the ticket is more than regular season.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's all about dividends, bro. So I mean, I fear for Ten Hag. I always say it's a recipe for a disaster for him, because whatever he's built, if it comes to Manchester United, the media are not going to give him the chance. The fans are not going to give him a chance. Ex-players are not going to give him a chance. And I don't know. Honestly,
but we have to give a chance. We have to.
Yeah, we have to listen on this channel. Listen to me.
Only 4 years. I mean, let's give this guy all the time.
We gave Ole Gunnar Solskjaer 3-4 years, man. The wrong guy.
No. We gave him nearly 3 years. Listen to me. We gave him nearly 3 years. Listen to me. I say this. From next season on, there's going to be a show on this channel, and guess what it's called? Flip Flop Watch.
I'm not flip-flopping on Ten Hag for sure. The next 3 years, I'm keeping him out shut.
It's going to be painful. I'm going to tell you that, and I'll come back to quickly, Tom. It's going to be some bad results, some bad defeats. But remember what it was like for Pep Guardiola when he first came to Man City. Yeah. Even though Man City have already had a proper football structure, got all the players that he wanted, Pep wanted in there, he still bought 30-something, almost 20-something players still to make it about him and make it about who fit into his style. So, Tom, you're part of that. Arun, you're part of that. Nia, you're part of that. It's called Flip Flop Watch. We're gonna be Giddy Watch. One show's gonna be called like tonight, Giddy Watch.
Giddy Watch.
Flip Flop Watch. So are you with me?
Do you know what? I think we should make Nuruddin a show as well. The Matt Judge show. Let's talk about Matt Judge. Get his LinkedIn up. Let's go through the facts. Bristol University graduate, 4 years. What else has he got? A driver's license. Chief negotiator, Man United.
Doesn't pick up his phones.
That's what we are, to be fair. Neil, listen, we are Neil. We're not even that. We're Neil Ashton, but Neil Ashton is the man who always runs with the internet. Innit? He's good at it. He's good at blocking messing about with the internet cables. Anyway, in his spare time, anyway, he's a bit dodgy, that fella. But the problem is not about Matt Judge. Matt Judge is you know what a show should be called? Matt Judge, I outsource contract negotiation, because that's what he does. Matt Judge, you know what the show could be called? Matt Judge and third-party agents. Matt Judge and third-party agents. That's what the show will be called. Because that's what he does. He outsources them. And if you don't believe me, seriously, look at how was happening between Dortmund and Manchester United. Yeah. At any time, Dortmund and Man United were not negotiating. They were negotiating through intermediaries, which are agents, super agents, Matt Judge outsources them to. He just rings them up. I want that player. Can you get in for us? I'll give you that more. That's why Man United pay so much. If you don't believe me as well, people, Shakhtar Donetsk valued Fred for 22 million to 23 million. Matt Judge said, we'll give you 52.
He got the maths wrong. If you
don't believe me,
just because it was linked to
he gave him 30-odd million just for that. Again, third parties who rip him off because they don't know what they're doing.
Fred, though, this season he has been good.
Exactly. Listen, big up to every one of you. Seriously, please smash a like on your way out. We've had over 100, over 150, over 140 tonight. Big up to every one of you, right? This is what I'm going to leave you with. This quote actually kills it, literally. Man United in the last decade and a half have had one of the largest wage bills in world football. We've always been in the top three. We've never been below the top three in terms of wages. And actually now we've got the top 30 players in the Premier League. Manchester United have 10 of the highest paid players in the Premier League. And for 10 years, nothing. What happens to that? Bankers. Matt Judge out. Glazers out. Rest of the bankers out. Naya, big up yourself. Please let them know where people can find you.
Yeah, you can find me in here, mate, all day.
You can find him in Glasgow, in the Glaswegian Isles.
Union Street. You can find me Union Street.
Union Street, there we go.
Big up. Listen, Tom, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me at the bar, Catalonia.
You can find me at the bar and it's your round.
No, you can find me at Some Journalist One on Twitter.
Really?
There we go.
You're ready to meet up for coffee after your Ramadan break, bro.
Yeah. 100%. Like, I'm going to a wedding, so I'm not going to the game on Saturday.
Hey, bring me some biryani, bro. Bring me some biryani.
Yo, it's gonna be amazing. Trust me. Listen, we gotta go. Nia, if you ever come to Manchester, we're taking you out, bro. We're gonna get you some nice food.
Sure. Next year, inshallah.
Inshallah, brother. Inshallah. But listen, Arun, let them know where they can find you, brother.
Our next Colin show over here and Arun DVD 1 on Twitter. Thank you.
So Arun DVD
1
on Twitter, yeah. DVD 1 on Twitter. Make sure you give the brother a follow. Love and respect for every one of you.
Arun still got the Manchester DVD games. He's still playing.
I'm living a throwback.
He's got the United DVDs, man.
I really can't wait for us to play football.
And watch that than to watch this Muppet every weekend.
And one more request, one more thing I have to say. I was at the ladies' game that day when we beat Everton at Old Trafford.
Yeah, I was there as well.
Yeah.
For the first time in history, we played with fans, the women's team. I request to Richard Arnold and everyone at management, please allow the ladies to play at Old Trafford for at least 10 games a season or something, not only one.
Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Please, you see Barcelona, like they had sold out crowd for the ladies Champions League. How amazing!
Exactly, and you know what? That was the largest WSL crowd in the history of the WSL in this country.
And their next game
there on that Sunday was over 20,000 people there.
Yeah,
and they played brilliantly. Arun, can you please quickly tell them how they played? How they hunted the ball, how they pressed.
I have been to under 18s game semi-final, the Youth FA Cup, and have been to ladies team. These two teams have better attitude, character, and mentality than the men's team. Barcelona women's team, if football was a non-contact sport, Barcelona women's team would beat Man United 5-0.
Facts.
No, they're still beating.
Facts. Listen, love, respect, love, and light. Obviously, a longer show tonight because of the calling. Big up to everybody who called in. Please make sure you smash a like for everybody who called in tonight. Love and respect. We're on Giddy Watch. We're on when the season starts. There we go. Comedy FC. We'll update you in the next couple of days, people. Love, light, and respect. I'll be doing a preview. To Norwich, but I might be doing my match reaction on a Sunday. I'm gonna come back from the wedding really late. I'm gonna be there all day. So big up David Lighty for getting married, man. One of my brethrens, long time.
Big
man.
up to him. Big up to him.
Love, man. Peace, love, and light. Thank you, Tom. Near. Big up, Arun. Love and respect, everybody. Peace.
Peace. Love everyone.
Giddy watch. Flip flop watch is coming soon.
Thanks for having me, bro.